Let's go!
Let's go.
Ah!
Now that we're all here. Now they're all in.
Some test swings. Yeah, there's some damage. How about one raging? Yeah.
Nope.
There's some
all
rage
a miss.
damage.
All a miss. They all miss.
That's rage damage right there.
You can't hit God.
There's some rage damage.
Denied.
There's some raging damage.
He's 42. You're no.
Anyway.
Anyways. So.
I feel like you've got a few too many dice there, buddy.
Who am I gonna pick on today? Hold on 1 second.
What do you mean?
You have so many dice.
That's not me. That's someone else.
Deals 5d8.
Carson Baker.
Yes. I'm not Carlson right now. Simple power attack plus a decently good.
Sorry about that. Anyways, so, who wants to be the sacrifice today?
Not it.
I'm sure I heard somebody say that they.
You can sacrifice me.
There's a hero point involved.
Here is definitely interesting.
I heard.
I feel like the person who achieved a new patron should reenact the conversation made to become a new apprentice.
You said you want to do
with
it
with voice and everything.
You want to do it? Oh my gosh, chaos.
I can do it.
All right, go for it.
All right, so
I want to. It just seems appropriate, like monologue your own journey to knowledge and discovery.
Anyway, before so rudely interrupted, so previously in the last session, we went into the room of Madame Ravencroft, and in the room there was a magic circle of unknown origin, a bed that Seer expressed far too much interest in, a table and chairs and whatnot. And we had a decent conversation with her, very civil, mostly, for most of us. So Gabriel, Beer made a deal with her and she altered his mark to make so that it's her mark and hers alone. So he's got some sort of deal going on there, but the only condition was that he couldn't betray his group, which I wrote down. I'm not sure exactly what that meant anymore. Gabriel wanted his mark removed, and so Madame Ravencroft did that in exchange for the Black Lotus items that we had. And when we stepped out of the cave, when we stepped out of her room, we ended up in a cave just outside town, and we went back and went to bed, pretty much. Did I miss anything?
Back on the road.
Yeah, that's about correct. Then Arcanus did have a very interesting interaction before leaving as well, so there was that. On top of that,
I missed that one. I'm miswriting that down.
All good, buddy.
Yeah, and we all got 100 gold coins for the.
Oh yeah, but that was a separate issue entirely.
Oh, we got 60, or was it 100?
It's 100.
Because Arcane. Oh no, we all got an extra 20, 15. Because Arcane is
everyone got 15.
We'll just say it's a smooth 100, so that's fine.
Anyway, that should
remember last time.
All right, hero point to Hesh. You go and tack that on, and we'll dive right in. So, you all go ahead and are able to make your way back on the metaphorical road, well, literal road in this case, as you have made your way.
Downtown?
Right away.
No, not quite. But
Walking fast?
shush you. So, as you continue on with your journey, Z, you realize something as you look on the map. There is a bit of a split in your destination, and as you remember back to it, there is a plot of land, a property that you now, I guess technically, own.
Yeah.
Question is, though, there are two opposite directions. There is the quote-unquote official direction, which heads towards the west end of Nora. And then there is that destination that heads to the east. I presume you bring this up to everybody, correct?
Yeah, I would. I would say, well, it looks like we're supposed to go to the west, but I think it'd be fun to go east.
Why would it be fun to go east, Mrs. Z?
Because it turns out I own some property there.
Recently?
You inherit a deed?
I did
Recently,
inherit
or since you... Is it because you want to visit some family, or is this a new acquire?
I can assure you, she's had this property for a while.
Yeah.
I kind of don't.
We've been together for a long time, so.
So if we go there, we're not going to discover mysterious, interloping circumstances. Yes. Yes.
I mean, baby, I've never actually been there. But...
I mean, I'm down to go. I'm just giving you a hard time.
The worst that could happen.
Well,
Kenton's giving you a
I'd
hard time.
I'd like to bring one thing up. We're just the guards here. We don't get to decide which way we go. It's the caravan master that decides where we go.
I'm sure some sweet words.
He's kind of hands off, if you really ask me.
Actually,
Whose hands?
Tesh would know this. He kind of has command over it, so if Tesh puts in the order, you can go in another direction.
I would love to check out your property, if only to further myself from helping this lady who we just met.
Plus, we would have free room aboard. Oh, what a wonderful expense to the trip.
I mean, the only question is, you know how we noticed that these circles on the map seem to correlate with freaky bad guys we have to fight?
That's where we've been. What are you talking about? Nothing bad has happened here. Or here. Nothing bad happened here.
Bad happened there.
Yeah.
I think
Nothing.
I think you're misremembering.
I believe I need to check your head. Come to my room and I'll give you a medical examination.
The only head checking that we're going to do is bonking the heads of those who would dare trespass on Mrs. Z's new property. Is that an exclamation mark?
Yes.
Looks like a clown face.
Is someone making a face?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Anyway,
Arcanus is going to grab the map and turn it sideways. He's like, if you look at it this way, they're both in kind of the same direction.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look at Tash and be like, you know what? I don't know why we asked. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Peace.
To Z's property.
All right.
Here's a
I
circle.
honestly think that's a waste of time unless it gets us to our destination fast.
It saves us money
it's-
because we won't have to pay for a caravan. Words.
Hold
Plus,
on.
there could be cool
They're
stuff there.
paying
Almost the
us.
exact
Oh.
same distance, regardless which way we go.
Hold on. Everybody hold yourselves. Sorry. Brute. Beer, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, Beer, being the cynical bastard that he is, would just pipe up saying everyone got to wake up the next morning, so it was nothing bad happened.
Good enough.
That's true. All right. So we're going to the property. Okay. Okay. Stop doodling on the map.
It's been a long
Bad.
time since anybody's done that.
It has actually. Actually, now that you mentioned it, it's true. It's been a while
Been a while.
since I've been. Okay. All right. Relax. There.
My other DM, we had a map, and there was like water, and I kept drawing an octopus. It took him like a few sessions till he realized it was there. It's great.
Oh no. In Fantasy Grounds, the DM would we just throw the library, and all the pictures would be pulled from the module. I doodled on all of the things before we got there. So when we pull up the pictures, doodled doodles.
Anyway, how about we focus on the game, please?
Okay.
So,
My doodle.
okay. So, you go ahead and put it in the order chest, and
Yeah, and Zeal say, and actually, it does get us to Fort Snow Range fast. So.
it does. It actually does. Looking at the map, you do see it. It's almost like a shortcut. It's probably going to shave off like a couple days going that way.
Totally never anything wrong with shortcuts.
Never ever. Anyways, so choosing your destination, we go ahead and head off to the property. Putting in the order, Tesh. Michael does give the approval, especially if you give no legitimate reasoning, which you do because it is sort of destination, and it does provide some logistical benefits as well. Michael does come back to you, and he does vocalize that in that area specifically, especially in that mountain area, there is known to be a town, which it looks like where this property is, to be a sort of mining town. And so there is, in that location, known to be a lot of blacksmiths, jewelry makers, and other artisans that tend to practice their craft. So it's not a bad idea to go in that direction either, because there is a lot of things they can kind of gather in order to go ahead and again bring to Fort Snow Range. So all in all, he definitely approves.
Excellent.
Nice.
So the journey is going to take from where you've already left off, and when you've communicated this, it's going to take about a day. So, Tesh, since you are kind of leading this, I want you to roll me 1d6, please.
All right. Oh.
A 4.
Yep.
Oh, show.
It's a very neutral number.
It is. It's a good number, though.
It's not prime. I throw it in the trash.
That's fine. So that said, make me a perception check. This is for everybody. Everybody. Yeah. All right.
Hello.
Jeez, I feel bad. I'm like the blind person.
That's all
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
decent rolls. That's
Wow.
all pretty good.
Oh my.
Until I get my roll.
Nobody's okay.
Everyone
Poor
We're
Tess.
all
I-
pussy.
Okay,
wings.
then this
There we
fair.
go.
I told you, hold on a second. I haven't rolled yet.
Roll 20 it has shown its hatred.
Yep.
yet again.
Beer says, hang on, hold my beer.
Ah. Oh, poor beer. Poor beer. I feel bad, buddy.
Oh shoot!
You need a hug.
Five rolls
Forgot.
above 20.
I just
Uh,
say I forgot to take my earplugs out. That's why I'm not paying attention.
Oh, there we go. Beer is focused on the trail. He's not looking out anywhere else. As you all look out, almost like in unison, except for Beer. Sorry, Beer. You do see almost like a glow that seems to shine off in the distance and kind of vibrate between almost concealed by tall trees and foliage. Just a bit of a sparkle that you see there.
That looks shiny.
They're
That looks
shiny.
shiny.
They're shiny.
Was it on the ground or?
It looks to be on the ground, yes. Is a distance away, maybe like a quarter of a mile.
Hmm.
Let me go check it out. I go check it out.
Alright. Okay.
Nobody said no.
Alright.
We can slow down the caravan, or
Yeah.
stop the caravan so that Z can go take a quick look.
Yeah.
Stealthily.
Stealthily. Go roll me a stealth check, please. There
Yes.
it is. Oh, the stealthiest of raccoons. Okay.
It's weird that Siri isn't following her this time.
He's having a nap.
Nap time for Seer. Okay. So making your way to this location that you saw, you find that hidden amidst a dense sort of forest concealed by the foliage and the tall trees seems to be the entrance to a cave. And it's marked by a faint glow that emanates within the shadows of the cave. It almost kind of vibrates with this energy, but as you continue to look, there's just this glowing that comes from the inside of this cave. What would you like to do, Z? Uh-oh. Z?
I believe Z likes to stealth, but we cannot hear her.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
There.
Now we
Oh,
can.
oh, we heard you. There
Oh.
he is. There he is.
Of course you hear the what the fuck
Right,
part.
right
Okay.
as you yell, what the fuck, it all
Yeah.
came back.
Okay, cool. I would like to.
Oh.
What?
No, you're good. It
Okay.
cut out for a second. Sorry.
I don't know what's happening. I'd like to poke my head in just to see if I can.
Okay, so you'd like to poke your head. Not a problem. So as you look inside, you actually see what could only be a wondrous, almost breathtaking sight. The cavern walls are actually adorned with an array of radiant crystals that emit a dim,
Oh.
multicolored luminescence. As you look deeper, you do see it looks like there's some passages that twist and turn, but you can't really see beyond that if you're looking at the cave mouth. You do see, from where you're standing deeper into the cave, there seems to be a pool of iridescent water that rests right there. It's reflecting the patterns akin to like a night sky, and there's an ancient stone altar that stands almost silent, and what you really don't know what it is. It's just like altar that's right there.
Sorry.
Right by the cave entrance where I am, is there any like loose crystals on the ground, or like grab one and go?
You could grab one of the nearby crystals. Roll me 1d6. You managed to grab a blue crystal.
Blue crystal. Okay. I'll grab it and go back to the caravan and tell everyone what I saw. And show them the blue crystal. Guys, there's this cave full of crystals. This color.
That sounds like a question
pond or
discovery for
something,
a resident geologist.
And the water looks amazing. And then there was this stone altar. I don't know what that is, but man, it's so cool. You guys got.
You found crystals.
Author.
I'll go talk to Michael.
We'll turn to our rockologist. Be like, ooh, are these interesting crystals?
Anyway, I'm going to talk to Michael and be like, so apparently there's a lot of those crystals in that cave. Would they be worth collecting some?
He's gonna look at the crystal that you have, Tesh.
Well,
and
Z has it, but
Z. Okay.
I didn't take it from her, so.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I just pointed at it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So you'll point at the crystal in Z's hand, and looking at it, he'll kind of examine. No, you won't take it or anything. He'll just look over it. Interesting. I would say they do look reminiscent of a type of jewel, or crystal rather. They really don't have, I would say, financial significance. They can be found pretty cheaply, but enough of them could get us a pretty penny. But they're usually made in jewelry, or cheaper jewelry, of course. Necklaces, bracelets, and the like. So, I mean, if you found a large source of them, that wouldn't be a bad thing.
Nice. I would like to mark the cave's location on the map.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because I don't think we have, without getting another wagon, we don't really have a lot of room to fit more stuff, particularly.
We barely have enough room as is, just to have what we already have.
Well, we could throw a lot into the wagon holding, but
that's
now that I live here, we can come back.
I'll make that darker, easier to see.
Are you really going to stay in this area, please? Are you really going to stay in this area?
Maybe.
I mean, after the adventure is done, you can always come back to this place, that's for sure.
yeah,
Retirement plan for sure.
My retirement plan is going back to the Barrowlands to the farm.
Wow.
There's actually
As
more.
if we, I'll take him to the see the author that you mentioned.
You want to see the altar?
He's interested.
Actually,
Yes,
I would also
please.
be interested in
I
seeing
really
the altar.
must see.
I too am interested in the altar.
Okay.
Because
I mean, I would like to not touch it, so I'll observe y'all's interactions from a distance. I've learned.
Yeah, I
something
didn't
you
touch
shouldn't
it.
Be touching.
An altar?
Alright, so 3 of you are interested in seeing the altar, which is Tesh,
Yep.
Arcanus and Seer. Okay.
I do still want to stay within screaming distance.
Yep, you're
I
right.
That's a good
I mean-
call.
yeah.
Screaming distances, yeah, for sure.
You know what? I'm gonna go supervise these guys.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
Let's just leave the caravan here. I'm sure it's totally fine, and we'll go over to this
Fine.
cave.
it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's not really that far off. We could just bring the caravan.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
you're not
we'll
that
just roll it
far.
up.
Yeah, it's not that far. So you roll on up to this cave. And as mentioned, you do see the illuminated crystals within the cave, and this pool that reflects the lights from the crystals. And there's this altar. And on the altar, as you all kind of look at it closely, no one's touching the altar, right? They're just looking at it.
Yeah, not unless I can identify what it's for.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Who is proficient in Arcana? Who's trained in it?
Yes.
Nope.
I
So-
am.
You are not looking at the altar, though, are you, Beer?
Did anybody make me aware of it? Because I'm
Yeah.
still chilling
But-
out. Okay.
Yeah, I told all you guys about it.
Okay. I was making sure.
And we were discussing it as we were going over to check it out, so I'm sure you probably heard about it, unless you're napping away. All right, go Arcana check to
Pose-
see if we can figure it out.
Pose
Yep,
your
yep.
question again, Alex.
If you are proficient in Arcana, you can investigate this altar if you think you would look at it.
Would religion give me anything?
It would not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Then
know.
yeah, this is I'd say Arcanus would take one look and just be like, "Yep, this is not my thing."
I'm here to supervise, just in case anything goes wrong.
So just Chesh. Okay. Go ahead.
Since Tesh is technically the boss, as Beer's been made aware of it, he technically feels obligated to at least assist.
I did roll a 26 though, so
I will say, with the help of Beer and Tesh, you looking over it, you've kind of read it in tomes before. As you look over the altar, there's a ruin that kind of is placed on the altar. It's an ancient, older ruin of the arcane nature. In the center, you see what looks like something could be put inside the altar, but the ruin itself is the ancient arcane ruin that stands for Guardian.
interesting.
Goodbye.
Well, you don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Don't know if what's a good thing.
Well, the rune, it's an ancient rune for Guardian.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's to summon a Guardian, or if it summoned a Guardian, or just, taking risks trying to go any further in here, or what the case may be.
It
I'm a
doesn't make
guardian.
sense. Yeah, but still, it's better not to risk anything and get back onto the, cards and keep going.
Yeah, you know what? I concur.
And I'm just going to make sure everyone gets back first. I'm taking the rear, just making sure no one or nothing happens behind us.
As will I.
Okay.
And just so you guys are all aware, I have no idea how I ended up being basically in charge of this caravan. Like, seriously? Can anybody explain that to me?
Somehow along
You
the
were
way,
voted.
you got voted.
I'm here for the
You're the-
ride.
You were the last one to say no.
Ah, damn it.
Pretty much.
I will hide.
Okay, you're being sneaky out of there. Yeah. I mean, if you all decide to leave, nothing follows.
Yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
Uh,
I'm just going to just sit on the cart and making sure nothing else happens. Let's
I
just
would
keep
like-
going to your location.
I would like to grab
Uh,
another crystal on my way out.
I would advise you not to.
Roll me
Well,
1d6. See.
nothing happened with the first one, so
Yeah, it was too late.
You grab a red crystal.
Sweet.
Beer would like to make like a quick little sketch in his book of the little thing that him and Tesh investigated.
Oh yeah, easy enough.
Smart.
Well, Beer's been
Oh,
been
before we
sketching
go-
down like
Hold on,
Oh.
sir. Hold on. Sorry,
Oh.
go ahead, continue.
no, I was just saying he's this entire time like any little things they've come across that are weird or that have symbols, he's been sketching down in the book and trying to make like a rough little instructional thing. Knowledge is
bad idea.
power.
A road map of runes, if you will.
But just anything that might be useful. It's what a waterproof book too. So
Hell yeah.
Nice.
all right. Okay, unless anybody has a good reason to
Should we?
stick around, we should be on our way.
No,
Did we take a picture?
Nope.
Vámonos. Let's get going.
The picture hurts ghosts, and if that's like a guardian ghost, it could be real bad for us.
It could be bad news, yeah.
I don't want to piss off a guardian.
I don't
Right.
think it'd be if that like imagine if that's like the arm and it would just crawl out of the ground if we grab a bunch of crystals. That's not worth it.
Given how close this place is to the next town there, there's also the possibility that somebody's aware of the place.
Yes, it could be owned.
It
Interesting.
could be, or it could
Okay.
be.
They
Like,
legally
that would be
advise
very
us to look for the deed of the if there's any deed of the mine. I highly suggest we legally look it up. And I got a nat 20 on my leaving where we should look on that.
Holy shit!
I highly advise we look for the deed for the mine, if it is a mine, before we
there's a deed.
proceed.
Agreed. Let's go check out this free property.
Tesh, what were you
Free
saying?
real estate.
Hold on. Tesh, what were you gonna say?
I can't remember. Wasn't that important?
Okay. So keeping mark of the location of this mine, of this location, you all go ahead and set forth and proceed on your destination. As you get closer, Michael does note that the location you are heading to, the location is of a small village, or small outpost rather, called Thornbrook. Now, Thornbrook is a relatively smaller outpost town on the. Well, now it's sorry. Let me backtrack there. It's a larger outpost town, rarely found on the snowy deserts here, but it's pretty active. As mentioned, it is near one of the nearby mountains. And so they were able to dig into the mountains, and they were able to find, various mining ores: silver, gold, iron, copper. So
Wow, that's a good mountain.
it is a very good mountain. It's a very good location. The mountain range across from that, the larger mountains actually have larger veins, but they are far more dangerous. So this mountain specifically is actually a good mountain they harvest from, or mine from rather. because it's less dangerous and there's less things to go wrong. However, it's been a while since Michael has been here, and so he's not sure if anything has changed since that time. So he's interested in seeing what's available as much as you all are.
Very nice.
Let's see here. All right, so as you will go ahead and get closer, you eventually do come to a large fenced palisade, I believe is the correct term for it, where you approach a large door of this palisade, in which case Michael does approach and shouts to them, "We are the runners for Steelford. No, I'm sorry, for Maywind. And we are here to hopefully gain supplies for our trip to Fort Snow Range." To which the guard, there's one guard, funny enough, kind of looks down, kind of gives a nod, and with a creaking, you do hear chains as they bring down the drawbridge for you all to enter.
Nice.
Ain't that nice?
Entering in, you are brought into a village. And it's probably about the size, maybe about half the size, because it's not quite a town, it's a village. So it's about half the size of Humble. And from where you enter from, on the complete opposite side of this town, you see a large, almost mansion on the other side of it.
I guess hitch up,
Okay, perfect timing. Perfect timing.
set up the caravan where it can
Point
be
out.
look at the, or I guess Z should lead the way to your property. And
Since
we
you
will
know
expose
exactly
it.
what property is, you should know exactly where it
You
is.
should know that.
Yeah,
And you should
'cause
also
you've had it for
have
a
the
long time,
keys.
right?
Yeah, you should also have the keys to get in easily.
And fear not, fearless leader of their own home. Nothing could possibly be dangerous.
I'll pull the deed out and get Tesh to look at it to verify which property we're supposed to be looking at.
I'll take a look. See.
Um,
And we use
Pretty
my
sure it's the big
legal
place.
lore.
Tesh, as you look at the document, and get the kind of description of the home and where it's located, you kind of look for the description, and you look across the way at the mansion, you look at the deed, you look back at where the mansion is. Yeah, it's the mansion.
Yeah.
Nice. Sweet, let's go.
You sound surprised that it's a mansion.
I literally told you guys I've never been here before.
As you make your way over it in that location.
Let's go.
Yeah, you all make your way over it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say it was an inheritance.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
Who died?
Thank you.
I'm sorry too. Who died?
Rest in peace.
Oh shit. Okay, so you go ahead and make your way through town, and
Yeah.
you see a relatively familiar scene, and that Mary the children and everything are just fine. They're great. They're just running to and fro. They're having a grand old time. But as you head in that direction of the house, you see a lot of the adults or older individuals kind of look at you as you head that direction and give you an odd glance.
I pay them no mind.
I think they're
That's-
looking like that because because we're famous.
They wouldn't give us such an odd look if everything was all right.
I'm sure it's fine. Anyways,
Probably.
And I'll look back at, I don't know, like a random person, and I'll wave back and be like, "Hello."
and they'll be polite. They'll wave back and give you a polite smile, but they'll still kind of, as you continue in that direction, just kind of stare, almost looking kind of confused.
Nice. Can we see the mansion from here?
Here stares back.
To answer your question, Arcanus, yes, you can see the mansion from here, in all its glory. It looks a little run down. It looks like some of the windows are boarded up. Probably more for protection from the elements than, from actual damage. And there is a lock and chain on the door, probably to deter any sort of vagrants or any sort of squatters from entering the home. You do also see a individual sitting on, because there are those large railings on the footsteps that lead up to the door, and sitting on the lower edge of the railing seems to be a shorter individual with a long handlebar mustache, slicked back brown hair, and a long sort of pipe, like tobacco pipe, that he's currently smoking from. As he watches you approach, he kind of lifts a brow, a monocle on his eye. No, he does not have a top hat, so stop if you stop thinking it. He is in a coat and slacks, and as you kind of approach, he kind of stands up, kind of just looking, watching, staring, seeing what you'll do next.
I bet you any money this place is haunted.
Maybe just a little.
The weird
I
looks
wouldn't-
walking
I-
towards it.
I wouldn't do it if that's haunted. At this point, considering I would have dealt with actual ghosts and other stuff.
I'll just
Anyways,
walk up and be like, "Hi, do you live here?"
I do not. So welcome. I'm actually the. I guess you could say I'm the mayor of this lovely town of Thornbrook. It's a pleasure to meet you. Who might you and your companions be?
Sorry, just one sec. He said Maybrook?
Thornbrook.
Oh,
Thornbrook.
sorry, Thorn. I don't know where that came from.
He's the mayor of Thornbrook.
Hi, MZ. We're from the caravan from, wow, how did I forget that already?
Maywin.
Maywind. We're just making a little stop before we keep on going to Fort Snow Range.
He's carrying neither Arcanus. And as you kind of speak Z, he just kind of nods like, "Oh, I see. Well, what brings you to our humble town?"
Oh, I inherited this property, so we thought it would be the perfect place to rest.
Kind of raises a brow at that. You inherited this property.
That's what this says. Like, pull out the deed.
He kind of looks over the deed. If you let him grab it. Look it over, kind of gives a nod. Perfect. Yeah, he'll look over it. He'll hand it back like, well, it seems everything's to be in order here, so I won't stop you. He just kind of looks back at the home.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, is there something wrong with it?
I'll be frank with you. It seems
Is it haunted?
he just kind of frowns. How did you know?
Damn it! I
knew it.
give Arcanus 5 gold.
We've had some weird goings on. We're not completely sure if it's haunted. It's just weird things go on around this home, this area. And, well, if it's not haunted, just weird things happen around here that we're not 100% sure what it is.
Oh, like the town is?
No,
Something
just
going on
just this area. Just this spot right here, where I'm standing.
Just this. Perfect. Yeah, that sounds legit for me. Okay, well, has anybody died in there recently?
We don't know of anybody dying in here. There was one individual that used to have this home. Let's see if I remember correctly. It was as DM looks at his notes. It was a Professor Amadeus Thistlewick. I will copy and paste that. 1 second.
Amadeus Thistlewick.
Oh man, I got that right. I don't think that name rings any bells with Z.
Arcanus. Make me I'm gonna say society.
Oof. Okay.
Actually, hold on. Before you roll, well, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That didn't happen. Actually, roll me an occult. Roll me an occult.
Occult.
Yes.
All right. Just as good. 9.
Okay. It was a very low DC, so you're fine. That name sounds familiar to you. In fact, while doing research on a specific subject, this was the name that came up often.
Oh. Really?
Yes. So, you can tuck that in your pocket. But for the rest of you, you would not have heard of this individual.
They're from an obscure society, or like
You don't know.
as an expert in society, I don't know.
You have no idea.
Okay, why not even take the skill?
It has good uses.
I have no idea. Has to do
A
with
professor.
families.
Well,
I know he did
I'm
some
sure the
sort
house
of.
is fine.
I know he did some sort of research. In there. I'm just not completely sure what. He was pretty secretive in his going-ons. I mean, he was very friendly to the townspeople, but one day he just kind of disappeared. I guess his house now belongs to this lovely hybrid here.
Sure does. Hey, we saw a cave on the way here. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, the Luminous Cave, I presume, kind of shrouded in a little bit of a forest, hidden by some shrubbery.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes, I do know of the cave. It's a common gathering spot among the townsfolk. Those are the nearest settlements and towns, and and the like. Not many go very deep into the cave, but I mean, nothing's stopping you from exploring it.
Why was there a guardian rune thing on in the front of it?
What guardian
That
rune?
altar.
I don't. Unfortunately, do not know what you're speaking of. I know of the altar, but I don't know what pertains to. Is there something with the guardian there?
No idea. That's why we didn't really explore in there, because we didn't have a clue what was going on.
Yeah, I'm afraid my knowledge of the innermost sanctum of the cave is unknown to me as well, but I just know it's a gathering spot for various individuals, sometimes romantic, sometimes platonic, and that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge.
Sounds fair.
Wow. If we look at the house, you know anybody who will know more? Your ass.
I mean, you're free to walk around to the townsfolk. I mean, some of them I actually have seen varying occurrences that have happened here as well. So they might be able to give a little bit more insight. I try and stay away from this place as much as possible. It kind of freaks me out, but whenever I need to be alone, I come here to stay in my thoughts until I find peace, and then I get away as quickly as possible.
You just come and hang out on the steps.
I mean, I can't go inside.
You want to come inside?
No, I am okay, thank you very much. And with that, I am going to take my leave now because I don't want to see anything I'm going to regret later. So, you all enjoy your stay. Good luck. If there's anything haunted actually about this place, I don't want to hear about it. And I'm just going to leave it alone. With that, he's
Told
just
me what you
It
did.
seems
I'm telling you, you don't want to hear.
gonna trot off away from the home.
seems very helpful.
Check the door for traps.
He's a nice guy.
There's no traps.
I am going to assume. Well, I will try. I think it's locked.
You gonna try to lockpick it?
Well, I'm gonna try opening it
Wasn't
first,
there, like,
but I am assuming
Hey,
it's
you have a
locked.
key.
There is a chain and lock on the door.
Oh, one of these. I crack my knuckles and I go to work.
You have a key.
I do?
I thought you did.
No.
You got a deed.
You
That was
got
a while
a deed
ago.
with no key.
No.
What an unreliable messenger.
Yeah, right?
You may make a thievery check. Perfect. Easy enough. You just kind of stick your tools in there, twist, and it opens. It's a very
I
easy
look at
lock.
here. What are you doing?
I just added to the Discord.
Okay.
It's just it's nothing. Don't worry, honey. Don't worry.
Before we get to exploring, though, do we want to
I'm
hear?
looking on.
Anyway, do we want to talk to some people around town and see if we can stories about what's been happening around here?
Nope. I walk in.
All right.
Right.
Right behind her. This seems
All sorts of
like
excitement.
Worst case scenario, it's haunted.
That's probably not the worst.
That's why you have a camera.
You just walk in, Z.
Yeah.
Okay, make me
I
a
know, it's like,
reflex
that was
save.
the wrong decision, but I already said I did it, so.
Reflex save for me, please.
Reflex. Boom.
Okay. So, luckily, you managed to
Pretty
catch
good.
your footing. So, you're going to take half this damage.
Eesh.
As there is a carpet right there at the front of the door. As you walk on the carpet, you just fall.
What? Uh-oh.
Um,
Like through the
You
door?
know,
Yep.
Ah!
Hold on. It is. Hold on, I'm gonna do this on the open.
Some days I wish I had a reaction.
Is that carpet
I
an
wish I had
illusion?
reactions to help people.
As the rest of you, what you see is, yes, you watch as the carpet was there. Z walked into the carpet, and then she was no more. You take 4 points of damage, Z, and then you all will see a carpet disappear. And now there's just a hole where the carpet was.
All right.
Seer started taking out inside rope.
How? No,
Um,
what? For credit. Oh
These-
my god. How far down did I fall?
You go.
You fell about 10 feet.
Oof.
Did this collapse from lack of, construction?
He
Z,
was never there.
looking down, looking around. There's no carpet, so
It was an illusion.
it wasn't. You can definitely tell, especially Tesh. You would
Okay.
notice from this,
Mhm.
and Sierra would say as well. Whatever was here was definitely an illusion.
So don't trust your lying eyes.
I'm just going to have tech magic up the entire time we're here.
There's magic! Congratulations!
Wow,
That's-
somebody has that spell.
It doesn't tell you though if something's actually an illusion.
That's fine. That just means we can get ahead of it. You just say it's magical, and we can just avoid it if necessary.
Okay.
So,
You are the
Seer
being
will
magic
ask,
element man.
will someone help me help her get up out of the hole?
maybe I don't wanna. I'm gonna look around. Am I like now in the basement type idea, or is this just like a hole, like a pit?
Wait, do you say that? You say, I'm gonna look around.
Well, I'm assuming he's gonna throw his guts down, so I'm like, hang on a minute. Let me just see what's here.
You seem to be sort of like in a basement area, Z.
Okay.
There's varying bits and bobs. Like there's an old wagon wheel down here. There's like a step ladder. There seems to be like a tub in here as well. There's a few paintings down here. A few candelabras.
Seer will start climbing down the guts, from right door, I guess, and come and see what's up down there.
I was
Okay.
just looking for stairs up.
At the
There's a
far
step
end,
ladder, though, so
at the far end, you do see what seems to be wooden stairs that lead up.
Okay. Never mind, I found the stairs.
I would like to jump across the hole.
Wrong with you people?
Step over the hole.
The stairs, you say? I'll look around. I guess I want to look around and see where maybe those stairs would be up here. Maybe.
So they're like at the far end of where the hole is. So you'd have to like walk across this room, which seems to be the length of this specific area. So yeah. So when you did open the door, it came out to a foyer, which is a grand entrance to hall of this manor. And it does have staircase. It did have a staircase leading up to the upper floors. There were actually some candles on the walls, probably that could be lit for some light in here.
Oh yeah, it's dark, isn't it? I'm gonna flick the little light aimlet thing that I got from the last city.
I was
Oh,
about to ask, are there any sconces that have old torches not being lit?
There's a few, yes.
Is there a removable one?
There is one removable one, yes.
Beer's going to carefully go move to light it with his flint and steel and say, everyone stand back.
Yeah, easy
unless
enough.
he's gonna get his head in.
Easy
How-
enough. You are able to light the torch. Sorry, go ahead.
How big was the hole in the floor? Like, I'm assuming like it's right on the doorstep, right? You open the door, there's a hole. So, are the big guys at the party the normal size? They can just step over it. Was it just small enough like that Z would fall through, but it wasn't like a huge
mean,
pit? Or...
If you like were standing on the steps and just kind of jump, you can jump over it, but it is
Oh,
big
okay,
enough
okay.
so that everybody can actually fall down the hall. Whoever stopped through the
if
door.
they want to.
But
Okay.
the distance isn't so far that you can't jump over it or something.
Okay.
It's like it's this right size for a practical joke. That doesn't sound safe.
Actually, fun enough, you are correct in that assumption.
It's like when
Yeah.
you missed that first step on it, going down the stairs.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
someone put an illusion there, so
Wasn't
An
me.
illusion. I feel like none of them's making a good remark about that was still there after being reportedly abandoned for so long.
oh yeah. Don't illusions disappear after a while?
Yeah, normally.
Maybe the
Unless,
mayor
Absolutely.
did it.
unless there's inscriptions.
Well, yeah, there's a number of ways that make them last basically forever, but
Why would you do that?
Unless they got something
Why
to
wouldn't you do
hide.
that?
Seer looks around.
So once you look around, make me a perception check.
Can I just
Okay.
where is everybody now? I'm downstairs, Seer came down. How many people are still up? And how many people
Everyone
came
else.
down?
I'm gonna
Only
climb.
Ian Steer.
You said you were fine. I was gonna like jump down and be like, you said, no, there's a door. It's like, okay, if you scream for help, I'm sure we'll come. But
21.
so far, it just sounds like you were the butt of a practical bad joke.
Yeah.
A reoccurring theme at this point.
Funny
S-
that.
Seer, as you kind of look around, and as the light glows within this area, you do see there's a shape on the far end by the stairs. You see it for a second, and then you just see it scurry across, almost flowing, a white sort of figure, and then it just disappears behind a wall.
Seer turns to Z and says, "It's haunted."
What?
Most definitely.
Damn it.
So what's next, Z? This is your house. What you want to do?
I was just gonna take the stairs back up and
Do you-
see.
Do you go by the stairs?
Oh God. Roll sanity.
Well,
check.
not anymore. No.
Seer will also say,
Roll sanity.
Seer, Seer will also say, I saw something there. So, yeah, spooky, right
Yeah.
there,
Then I don't want to stay down here. Yeah,
by
I'll.
the stairs.
Does it look like fairly safe going from where I am to the stairs, like debris and stuff in the way?
Yeah, no, it looks fine.
Okay.
Seer also points out that my guts are still hanging. You can still climb them.
You
I
Yeah,
did not
no,
let go
I'm
of
not
them yet.
touching your guts unless I have to do emergency surgery on you.
you can climb those. I'm gonna go take the stairs.
Z, also make me a perception check, please.
Oh no. It's gonna be some labyrinth shit. Perception.
Hopefully, you just find a worm.
Hey, there's some very nice. Yeah, like in the
Yeah.
worm.
You go ahead and look as you're kind of walking upstairs. You look to where Sierra was talking about.
Yeah.
And you see footprints.
Like in dust.
You just see footprints on the ground.
Huh.
Careful, Z. Like I said, spooky.
I mean, if they wanted to harm us, they would have by now. think.
Do you mention that at all, or keep it
Right,
to
you're right.
yourself?
It's pretty
No, I say that out loud.
I'll talk about the footprints or what you said. I'm
Pretty
sorry, just to
mild.
make sure.
Oh, I had not said anything about the footprints
Okay.
when Sue was saying it's definitely spooky. And I'll just be like, well, I mean, they wanted to.
Okay. You'll also see at the further end over here, as kind of see where it is. There's like a wall there, like almost like a partition, and then there's almost like a fireplace that's right there behind the partition. There's other boxes and other things as well there, but yeah.
This is still downstairs?
This is where Z and Tesh are.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The basement.
I'm not downstairs.
Oh, my
I'm
mistake.
still upstairs.
This is where Z and C are.
Okay.
That's not. I would like to go off towards somewhere and just looking for magic. If there's any other magic stuff in this house.
So you're
This
just
is a
gonna
nice
wander
house.
off.
You have a.
Hold on.
You're
Yes,
just
I
gonna
wander
wander
off alone. The lonely cleric wandering off alone who's totally defenseless.
To my knowledge, everyone's in screaming distance, so y'all are
Yeah.
all right. Everyone's
We're
fine.
fine.
If
Yeah,
anything
but
goes
there's-
wrong, you'll see the sun.
But there's not obvious hazards.
Good.
So
From what you can see.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's why I'm going to be looking for anything magical that I can find. Heck, magic.
Okay. And I'm sorry, Z, you were gonna say something?
Oh, I was like, well, the fall sucked, but I didn't die, so
plus, but it would have been nice if you didn't get hurt at all.
well, just a scratch.
Alice, what you said, Seer saw the white figure go where, in what direction?
So the partition I was talking about, they ran behind that.
Oh, where the fireplace is.
Seer will say, I saw someone run behind that partition right there. Yes, the fireplace, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
Really?
So check that out, Z. I'm gonna keep hanging on to my guts right now.
Hell no, I'm not gonna go check that out.
What is going on down there?
Seer seeing ghosts.
What you doing?
An insane
Okay.
I
asylum.
yelled that up at the party.
I'm interested.
We must get him to a nunnery.
Seer saw a ghost and he wants me to go chase it. And I say no.
You have
Oh.
the camera.
I guess I'll look over. Y'all have one of those ghost pendants on you, right? Like these two didn't.
Ghost
wait.
pendant.
None of them. Those two weren't with us then.
Hey, you know what? I'm actually kind of super interested in this. I'm gonna hop down the hole.
What is wrong with you people? I'm trying to get upstairs.
Alex,
Yes.
in contrary to what everyone else is doing, I don't know if you saw it, but Beer is actually looking up. He's scanning the ceiling.
Ah, right.
Contrary to
No.
every single
That
horror
is a good idea.
I guess Z has a good point.
Smart.
Did Z mention the stairs is probably that away? I'm gonna try and find the door to the stairs downstairs.
So, one thing at a time. I'm going to start with Beer first. Beer. As you look up, you see 15 ghosts. No, I'm joking. You see
No.
various chandeliers that hang from the ceiling. All once probably illuminated by certain crystals, now have either dimmed or are no longer given their vibrant glow. As you kind of look up in that direction, your eyes kind of glance by where the staircase is. Also make me a perception check, please.
I had a feeling it was coming. That's better.
Do the
but-
perceiving.
Beer. As you look in that general direction, while you're looking not above on the roof specifically, you do see a white, sort of amorphous figure, kind of at the corner of where you would presume a hall would lead to. Just there for a second, as if looking out, and then just starts it back around the corner.
That's very cool. I would like to find any magic. As I
You
wander
do
around
not
the area.
currently detect any magic. I'll let you know when you find some.
Yay. I would like to walk up the stairs now.
Okay, we'll get to that momentarily. But that is what you see, Beer. Back to Tesh. Tesh, what were you doing?
Yes. I'm hopping down the hole.
Hopping down the hole. Yeah, you now that you see it and you're not surprised by it, you are able to hop down the hole relatively safely. It's not that far down, so it's fine.
And I can literally jump 15 feet straight up. I don't imagine a 10-foot
That's
jump.
also true. You are correct.
Bouncy boy.
If I put myself on your back, you're not. We carry me.
Yeah, that's a different story entirely.
I'm sorry.
But anyway,
you are able to jump down, no problem. And as you kind of get to this location, you do see Z, I presume C at this point, kind of hesitantly making their way up the stairs, maybe precautiously. But you're down there. You're using enough.
okay, I'm gonna take a look around.
Okay. Looking around the area, like I said, there are some paintings, there are some candelabras. It looks like older furniture. There's even a bathtub down here. And as you look around towards the partition, you do also, as you kind of get closer to that, you do also see footprints, kind of like in dust. And since you are looking around specifically, you will see that they lead up to the fireplace.
Oh, interesting. So I guess the question is what do I know about ghosts?
Roll me a occult, please.
They hurt.
Well,
Everything.
apparently so.
Because I suspect that ghosts don't normally leave footprints.
They don't actually. No. Right off the bat, that is strange because they don't leave footprints. They'll leave like a mark sometimes, or like a handprint. Usually like if it's chilled. Never before have you heard of ghosts leaving some sort of physical disturbance, like a footprint before.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's not a ghost.
Between incorporeal versus
But
corporeal.
why you
Are you looking
why you
close?
say that?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Tesh?
Hmm?
Why you say that, Tesh? Why it's not a ghost? It looks bad.
Because I'm sure I made it fairly clear that I tend to dabble in the occult stuff, and this is the first time I've ever heard about a ghost leaving footprints.
Oh, left a
Okay.
footprint. You say?
I'm gonna go check out the fireplace where the footprints went to.
Okay.
'Cause I suspect there's a hidden passage of some sort here. Maybe.
Actually, you don't need to roll perception for this because it's very obvious. As you kind of look at the fireplace, and kind of just follow the footprints in there, there's a few things you notice. One, the fireplace actually looks disturbed. Meaning, like, usually with the fireplace, there'd be like a dust and sort of like charcoal markings on it, like blackened from when the fireplace was used. This looks not so much cleaned. It's just it looks like there's some like markings within the blackened edges of the fireplace. The next thing you notice, and still kind of shaking, but you don't see anything on it, is a rope ladder going up the fireplace.
Hey Z, there's a ladder in here.
A ladder up the chimney? That's
Have
weird.
you ever heard of a ghost needing to climb a ladder?
I didn't.
I don't think we have a ghost. I think we have somebody in here trying to pretend to be a ghost.
Well, I don't like that.
So a
I'll come
squatter.
down. Should I see where this goes?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
So
Come
you're
see.
going up the
Coming
ladder
too.
then.
I'm gonna go up the ladder.
Go.
One thing you'll notice,
Climbing away.
how big is Tesh and Z?
We are both small creatures.
Yeah.
And you are a medium creature, right, Seer?
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately, Seer, you will not fit through this. Only Tesh and Z will.
Oh.
It's not for those of the
Yeah.
non-small and mature.
Let me
I like
squeeze up in
climbing
here.
the stairs. I like going upstairs. It's very fun.
All right.
Isn't this just gonna take us up to the roof?
I don't know. We'll see. Somebody went up here.
Okay. So Z and Tesh start climbing up this rope ladder. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on, I gotta
Who's
pull
put
up
the
some...
party history?
Oh, here we go.
You put it there.
I didn't put it there. The GM did put it there. It was just there. I don't know why it's there. As you kind of climb up this ladder, this is going on. We'll move over to the other part of the group here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baker, you reached the top of the steps of the home. And I'm not going to have you roll a perception check, because again, this is going to be very obvious. I'm actually going to start changing music here. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh. Wait, you went up to the second floor? Oh no.
Yes. Well, you guys are busy climbing up child's roof. I'm going up the stairs like an adult.
I was trying to go up the stairs.
Then you're climbing off the roof now.
I'm trying to find the stairs down, so at least we have stairs up.
Baker.
Yep.
As you look to your left, you see a figure, again, at the end of the hall that stands there for a moment. It's a solid white figure, but amorphous, almost like a blob. And as you see it, you watch as it seems to look back at you. You see like little black indentions where the face would be. And it kind of turns and runs down another part of the hall to the right.
So, okay. I'm going to go give a little bit of chase, but I'm going to keep detect magic up. And before that, I'm going to yell, "We got a runner! We got a track star!" Let's
Okay.
hope they don't get far. And I just yell to everyone on the main floor as I give chase.
One moment, please.
Can I clarify something?
Sure.
Is this house small enough that we would all be hearing each other's conversations? Like, I'm just wondering if anybody upstairs heard Tesh say, "Oh no, Tesh, you yellow." Everyone should have heard.
Well, anybody that was still around, I don't think Darian would have buggered off.
By the time Baker gets upstairs, he shouts. You guys don't hear him shout. That is Tesh and Z.
Oh. We don't hear him shout. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, okay.
Let me double check something real quick.
Uh-oh. Means we're not within screaming distance of each other.
We are not.
Oh no.
Actually, I have a thing to make it. I have a thing called Sonic Blast or Sound Burst, and so everyone will be able to hear that
It's
if
like
I decide to make the kaboom.
Give me a second here. I'm looking up something.
You're just gonna go up the stairs. I mean,
Yeah.
he obviously can't fit through the chimney.
And you hear me yell out, "We got a runner!"
Okay.
Let's run. Here is gonna worst up
Baker,
and wait for that.
as you turn the
wait for
corner.
Alex.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, wait for Alex.
As you
Wait.
turn the corner, Baker, you turn. What is Baker's worst fear?
Failing a particular treatment on a family member. Failing to basically fail and accidentally murder one of his family members while he's trying to treat them past them.
Okay. As you kind of turn, you watch as you see something wave in the air, and you are struck with this vision, this horrific vision of your worst fear.
I don't get a will save?
And that's why I'm going to have you roll right now. I need you to roll me a wisdom save, please.
Oh, that's 4.
That is unfortunately insufficient. You will take full damage with this vision. As the thoughts overcome you and distress you, you are also frightened 1. You will take 17 points of psychic damage.
Oh, that's fun.
Eventually, as Seer, you see Baker huddled up in a ball. Seer, as you approach him, finally you snap out of this vision and are brought back to reality, Baker.
Do I see what it was?
Are you alright, Baker?
I just don't say anything. I'm just like, just stand up. And I'm just going to cast a 2nd level heal on myself at 2 action.
Okay.
And like, I'm just breathing heavily.
Also, that
That
was random. That was sort of random as hell. Yes, you hear a scream off in the distance. Baker screaming. Make me a perception check, Baker.
I perceive.
As you you're not saying anything, you look at Seer. You see over his shoulder on the opposite end of the hallway another one of these white figures standing there for a moment and then dart to the left.
I'm going to. So, as I turn around the corner, it hits me. Is it nowhere to be seen, the one that hit me?
Nothing can be seen. At least from where you're standing.
Alright. This may be slightly risky. I'm just going to get close to the edge, and I'm going to cast Sound Burst into the area where I ran into, causing a loud bang.
Okay. The rest of you definitely hear that, but
What?
especially you, Tesh and Z, you also hear that. It's a little muffled, but you still hear it. But nothing shows up. It
What's
seems
happening out there?
No idea.
as that goes on. Let us move to Arcanus. Arcanus, what are you doing?
Arcanus went in through the front door because he's not about to climb down into a hole. And he's mostly been keeping just eyes and ears out. As soon as he said that we had a runner, he's been scanning hallways trying to see if he can find something to go down. But I think he's relatively by himself at this moment.
Arcanus. As you look down a hallway, I would say you're still probably at the bottom floor. As you look down the hallway, you see at the far end there is a set of double doors that seem to lead into some location. It's kind of hard to see from that distance. And you see another white figure, amorphous, with two almost look like black eyes. You see the figure for a moment, and then you watch as doors close, shutting off your vision from this figure.
Nope, guys. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go look for my friends.
That short instance later. Beer, what are you doing?
I mean, I know I saw the same figure I saw was the one that hit Baker.
You could probably presume.
Well, I mean, it came from the same direction. I
Mhm.
think.
That
Okay.
you would be correct.
Hell, what'd he do? I guess he's gonna. Who's up there with him again? Seer.
Seer.
I thought Seer was down.
Seer is upstairs with Baker.
I missed. Did he go up his rope or did he find the stair? I was looking for the stairs
He
down.
went up the stairs because he wouldn't fit up the chimney.
So
did I get lost? I went to look for the stairs down.
I mean, if you wanted to as well, yeah, we'll say that you found the stairs as Seer came up as well. And you could actually join Baker as well, and you would have also seen this series of events where Baker seemed to be caught off guard by something, huddled on the floor, and he's just remaining quiet.
Gotcha.
So what do you do? Hold on.
Beer. Yeah, of course.
Beer? I'm sorry, what were you doing?
Oh, I guess it would make sense for him to go up the stairs too, because he's gonna go look at that thing. But he is gonna see, because I saw Seer said he covered his ears. He's gonna put in his little earplugs real quick.
Okay, not a problem.
I don't think Beer knows anything about Ghost. Would there be anything? I'm trying to think.
You can try and roll an occult and see what you know. Okay. So what you do know about ghosts specifically, is that they usually stay in a location, usually when they died or they're of relative importance to them. they're usually souls that haven't passed on to the Neverland, which is this version's afterlife. That's probably the extent of what you really know. They know that they usually haunt places. They can be exorcised, and usually a cleric or some sort of priest or clergyman can kind of come in and pass them away or exorcise them. But that usually revolves a lot of training.
Uh, well, I've got earplugs in. I'm gonna put the little torch in my little sconce holder that's on my shield. And Beard didn't really have probably that great of a childhood, so he doesn't know doesn't know any like friendly rhymes. But he's gonna start speaking in Celestial, or like semi singing, and it's just like, come out, we won't hurt you. We are nothing but a friendly bunch. Just as cringy as you can get, but in Celestial.
Okay, and Celestial is actually a very soothing language. So, as corny as it is, it actually comes out sounding very nice. Okay, and Gabriel, what are you doing in this situation?
I'm going to attempt to pick up Baker, and with a nudge to Beer, I'm like, "Hey, you should go downstairs and regroup." And I'm going to do that while dragging Baker as he recoups his sanity.
I was standing there and ran and cast something.
Just because you're well trained in doing something does not mean you could be going insane while doing it. I will attempt to aid you downstairs to regroup the party, for we
He's
are
there.
very split.
You're there to catch him in case he missteps.
I'm using my turn to move us, because Beer can still move. You're doing your thing.
Well, so far I can move.
So far,
But I believe we should regroup.
Okay, perfect, excellent. We'll go back to Tesh and Z. As you climb this rope ladder, you find that as you look up and are climbing, it almost looks like there's a hole dug out at one part. As you climb through, you realize you are in another chimney. This on a different location. And as you kind of look out from the chimney, you see you are in what seems to be some sort of bedroom.
Oh.
Interesting. Let's take a look around in the bedroom, like just from the chimney.
As you look from the chimney specifically, make me a perception check, please. Both of you can.
Okay. I was gonna be like, what was that?
Okay. So both of you see this, and one of you hear this. Okay. So here's what happens. It looks like a normal bedroom. There seems to be a four-poster bed on the opposite side of where the chimney is. There seems to be you can see like the edges of a wardrobe from where you're looking at from the wardrobe or the chimney. I'm sorry. And as you look straight towards the bed, both of you see there looks to be a white sheet on the bed. And then Z, you hear a click, like the shutting of a door.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Like, if I look across the door,
I would say
I can't quite see that.
Z from where you are from the chimney. Okay, yeah. So where you look, I would say you actually see at the same time. You just see it as you see the door just close.
Okay. So we're basically we climbed up the chimney. Now we're like basically at another fireplace to the bedroom, like the bedroom's fireplace. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at Tash and just wanna. Look, see that sheet?
Check
You
it.
so I'm sorry. You are cutting a little bit in and out. You might want to.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm talking quiet.
sorry. I will. Well, we're whispering, obviously. But I'll tell him that I heard. I'm pretty sure I heard somebody in the room, and then point at the sheet bed.
I was saying, let's check it out.
Okay.
So, do a bit of sneaking.
Yep. Get out of the
Be quiet.
fireplace.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check, please. Both of you. Okay. Well,
Working in sync here.
you two are in sync right now. You have
We've done this before.
you've done this. Yep. You go ahead and climb out of the chimney proper. And you are now have a full display of the room. As you look up, there is a chandelier, similar to which the others would have seen in the main foyer. You do see the wardrobe now looking a little decrepit, as it has been sitting there for quite some time, you can imagine. A rug is on the floor. It's a very ornate, decorative rug. A little moth-eaten, but still looks okay. And as you look around the room, you see a small desk. Seems to be bare, nothing really on it. And then there's a door on the left side of the room from where you came in from the chimney. And of course, there is the drape you see on the bed.
All right. Well, I want to take a look at the white sheet or drape or whatever that's on the bed.
Yeah, easy enough. As you look at the drape, or the sheet, you look over, it looks like a normal sheet, but as you come to one part of the sheet, you see there is 2 holes in the sheet.
Just as I expected. Lovely. Okay. Should we go back to the others and let them know what we found?
Yeah. Put that sheet somewhere where
Yeah,
they
let's
can't
just-
get it.
Let's just steal it.
Well, I'm curious. Chuck it in the fireplace or something. So they can't use it again.
Hide it under the wardrobe if there's space under it.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
This, yeah, you can go ahead and put it under the wardrobe, no problem.
All right.
And
Are we gonna stealth back or just let this person know we're onto them?
No, let's go back down the fireplace.
Down the fireplace. We can just go out the door.
We could, but we don't know who this is. And I don't know what that hellish bang was earlier, hellish noise was earlier, but I don't know who was responsible for it either.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Go back down the chimney.
right, I will say for the sake of brevity, we will go ahead and have the one group all join up in the foyer, and then a few moments later, Z and Tesh will go ahead and join as well. And so you are now all grouped together in this foyer.
Anybody else
Yeah.
see your weird light beings with black eyes?
Well,
He just starts laughing. Do you want to tell him?
yeah, I totally want to tell him. Well, we found a sheet with eye holes cut out of it.
But you gotta be kidding me.
No, no, we aren't.
So there's an intruder legitimately pretending they're a ghost.
Someone
Yes.
wants us to think this place is haunted.
Yeah. First clue was they left footprints, and I haven't heard of any ghosts that leave footprints.
I do believe Baker will attest that the attempts are one thing. They might perhaps still be dangerous.
Oh, what did you see, Baker?
All you probably hear is a whisper of, not again, not again, not again, but very quiet.
Well,
Hmm.
And he starts kind of like twitch his legs, starts twitching, his hands starts twitching, and I just don't look great.
At this point, Baker, I will say the fear effect, at least technically speaking or mechanically speaking, has vanished from now. Frightened, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm going to make a little save on my own just to see if I can get over my feelings.
Okay.
No, I do not.
So, Baker still looks spooked as hell.
Okay.
And I will say, because it is, I do need to take care of some things. So, I will say, as the mystery starts to layer with this house, as maybe it's haunted, maybe it's not. You find yourselves once again in the middle of a mystery in a house you now own, and I suppose we'll see what happens next, as we'll go ahead and end our session for today.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Haunted house. I knew it.
haunted
Yeah.
in air quotes.
It's old man Jenkins.
Haunted with a
Jenkins.
very depressed face. I sent it in chat.
I just want my Scooby snapped so I can use, solve the case.
Sure, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, that was from me. That scream from the distance, background noise. That was me. Yeah, I got stuffy going down in my house.
All good, buddy. All good.
Oh.
We got another mystery!
You're funny.
Yay!
Good guy.
So far,